Hey, it's Tom Gallagher, the Videopreneur, and here is an update on my 1961 Chevy Apache stepside. Just a quick update at the beginning here, just some photos, and I'm going to cut out for a second, and Lynn's going to talk about the motor. I'm shooting right now, so stop cussing. Okay. I didn't say play with it.
I didn't know.
That's the oil pump, huh?
That's the oil pump.
That seems awful small.
It's a totally different setup on oil pumps than what the traditional, like small block Chevys and stuff and Fords.
Yeah.
The oil pump's underneath here with a pickup, where, like, even on my motor, it's a lot of the newer generation motors are now on the front of the engine.
Well, I know that I'm going to turn this off. So you could see in that video how loose the timing chain was, and so that's why I haven't shot any video lately. We've been breaking the engine down, and you can see here all the parts I sandblasted and bought some replacement parts just to get this engine in good shape. I bought it from a guy in Kentucky. He put a Brian Tooley Stage 3 cam in it when I bought it. And then what Lynn and I did is we replaced the oil pump with a high volume oil pump. We also put an aluminum oil diverter in it, and Lynn did some research and simple replacement, but so many people claim that if you don't replace that oil diverter, that you'll regret it later. We also got AC Delco knock sensors. You can get other knock sensors, but the research proved that you really should get an AC Delco knock sensors. We replaced the oil pump pickup tube, hold down screws, and then we also got a timing chain kit. So you can see here, Lynn is just taking and cleaning up where the gasket's going to go, and so that's what we've been doing for the last couple of weeks, just cleaning up, breaking down the engine, cleaning up everything that we could, and cleaning up as best we can. You'll see that in this video. And then we paint the engine, and then we mount the transmission on it, and then we mount the engine and transmission to the frame. So that's what this video is about. What also is interesting is when I had the transmission, I bought the transmission and from this same guy I got the engine from in Kentucky, and decided to, and here Lynn's spraying the engine with primer. Did some research. Lynn knew a guy that had a transmission rebuilt by a guy that used to rebuild transmissions in his job, and now he's retired, but he does it on the side. So anyway, I took the transmission 4L60 over to him, and I asked him on the phone before I took it over, can you just open it up and see if it needs to be rebuilt? I don't want to rebuild it if it doesn't need it. Anyway, he starts breaking it down, and he's oh yeah, someone's been in here. These are all replaced. Everything's looking good. And then he kept going a little bit deeper, and I asked him, I said, I thought you said it looked good. He goes, yeah, I want to check it out. Well, he ended up going deeper and finding some rust, and he said it doesn't need to be rebuilt. Everything, it has replacement parts, but I'm just a little bit nervous. Let me just go down, and we negotiated a price, and he ended up going through and cleaning up everything, and then putting all the new pieces back in. Had I not done that, he said, it would have run fine for a while, but you'd have problems in 6 months or a year or so. So that really worked out well. And something else that he told me is where the transmission mounts up to the engine, a lot of guys paint the engine, and you'll see when we paint it, you'll see the paint on there. And then when they paint the transmission and they mount it together, it doesn't make a good connection, and the transmission is electronic, and so you need that bare aluminum, I guess it is, bare metal, to make the connection. And I didn't know that. I was talking to Lynn when I got back, and he didn't know that, so that saved us a lot of trouble in the future as well. So it's a great community out there, and the more you get to know these people, the more you learn, and asking questions. So I'll go ahead and wrap this voiceover up, and you can see if you hang out to the end. I've got it all painted, and then we get the engine and transmission. I don't think that's actually on this one. We'll mount the transmission to the engine, and then we'll install it. So we're moving ahead. The videos will be fewer than what I had before, but before we were moving so fast, tearing the engine down, tearing the truck down, the cab off, the front end off, the bed off, and tearing the frame down. But now we're in the build back stage. Not build back better. No, God no, not build back better. We're in the build back stage and putting this truck back together and get it on the road. And I can't wait to tear the hell out of it and do some burnouts. So thanks again for watching. Appreciate the support. Talk to you in the next one. So how many coats did you do? 2 or 3?
Bunches.
Yeah. Water pumps on there. Love it.